about what we don't do? What if leadership, real leadership, begins not with charging forward, but with pausing? That's what fasting is, the intentional act of pausing. Today I want to share how fasting, specifically fasting from food, can bring freedom to your body, your mind, even your schedule. Because no matter your personality or your leadership style, real leadership always begins with leading yourself well. When you fast, you give your body a chance to rest and repair. Instead of constantly working to digest food, your system shifts into a healing mode, reducing inflammation, balancing hormones, sharpening your mental clarity. It's been proven to lower blood sugar levels, reducing your risk of insulin sensitivity and type 2 diabetes. It also supports tissue repair and even reduces your risk of cancer and Alzheimer's. It's not about punishment or starving yourself. Think of it as literally hitting the refresh button on your computer. Just like your laptop runs smoother after a refresh, your mind and your body can move lighter and clearer after a fast. One surprising benefit of fasting is the gift of time. When you're not planning, cooking, eating, cleaning up for meals, you suddenly have time. You have space. That pause, whether it's 30 minutes or a half a day, can create a moment to reflect, rest, or simply breathe. Some of history's greatest thinkers and innovators used fasting to clear mental clutter and sharpen their vision. Leonardo da Vinci is traditionally said to have fasted regularly. He believed that the limitation in nourishment invited clarity and focus of thought. Imagine the same mind that created the Mona Lisa recognized the value in that pause. Those pauses, however small, can become fuel for creativity. Here's an encouraging part. It gets easier the more you practice. You can start small. The first time I fasted, I took 1 week with liquids during the day and just ate a small meal in the evening. Week 2, I shifted to all liquids, and on the final day, I did a water-only fast. Something I learned was each subsequent fast was a little different, and it got easier. Each time I finished, though, I felt a renewed sense of vitality from the inside out. But here's the key. You don't ever reach a certain point. There's no finish line. There's no badge of honor for the longest fast. What matters is your progress, your small wins, and the freedom you build along the way. Even in the modern world, high-performing leaders use this tactic not as a diet, but as a tool for clarity. Phil Libin, who's the former CEO of Evernote, was known for fasting several days at a time each month. He would do water, tea, or coffee. And he always said after the initial discomfort faded, he felt sharper, lighter, and more focused than ever. Now before you rush out and go try fasting yourself, a few rules of thumb. Stay hydrated. Water is essential. And the reason I want to give you some rules of thumb is because caring for yourself well means caring for yourself wisely. If you're going to fast for longer than 12 hours, take a pinch of sea salt, put it in your water. This is going to help balance your electrolytes. You can also sip some mineral broth if you choose. Ease in and out gently, please. Don't go run out and eat a big juicy cheeseburger the second you're done with your fast. You will regret it. And obviously check with your doctor if you're on medications or you have health issues. Because fasting is supposed to support your body, not stress it out. Done wisely, it builds strength, focus, and resilience without risking your health. Now, fasting isn't always about food. Some people fast from technology or social media, and that can give you a different sense of clarity or reset some of your priorities. But food fasting is unique. It not only clears your mind, but it strengthens your will. It reminds you that you're not controlled by cravings, but by choice. And that discipline overflows into every aspect of your life. Here's my invitation. as a punishment, not as a quick fix, but as a practice of pausing. Maybe that looks like setting aside 12 to 16 hours in a day to give your body a reset. Maybe trading one dinner for stillness, reflection, or rest. And when you do, don't just notice what you gave up. Notice what you gained. Clarity, energy, freedom. Live and recognize that what many great leaders do, the pause often precedes the breakthrough. True leadership begins when you decide to lead yourself well. And sometimes the pause is the very thing that moves you forward.